I think it's time that we move on to the main course for today's episode. We have a piece of the checkup that is inspiring our top billing. So we're going to talk about Warner Brothers developing a sequel to Constantine from 2005. 17 years after the original film's release, Keanu Reeves is going to reprise the titular role, with Francis Lawrence returning to direct from 17 years ago. As a result of this news, HBO Max has canceled their Constantine series, but Bad Robot, right, from J.J. Abrams, that studio hopes to find a new home for it. Same with, right, Batman Cape Crusader. It's not going to be on HBO Max anymore, being shocked to suitors, including Hulu and Netflix. Sources also say that Warner Brothers Television and Abrams production company are actively looking to find them a home at another streamer. Okay, so Ricky Flex, once again, we're doing a top billing today on movies we put off that maybe we should have seen earlier. All right. And we're going to have to watch at some point in our life, maybe. Okay. So Constantine, I think, is a commonality between both of us. What do you think about this news that we're going to get a continuation of this, I guess, a legacy sequel of sorts instead of the series that J.J. Abrams was planning on completing?
Keanu Reeves is one of the biggest stars once again. Everyone loves John Wick. Everyone loves Keanu Reeves. He's in the DC League of Super Pets. He's in Toy Story 4. The audiences of all ages love Keanu Reeves. It doesn't matter what it is. So if they were going to do a legacy sequel, which is hot in the streets right now, clearly looking at you, Top Gun Maverick, Creed series, Blade Runner, why not try this again? Why not try this again when Keanu Reeves is more in his bag right now? Because like the mid 2000s, Keanu, like that was after like Speed, like that was after like the height of him. You know,
the
'90s,
Matrix sequels, yeah.
Matrix, like after Matrix, you know, he was doing what's that cop movie with the Kings?
I don't know what it's called.
Three Kings?
Three Kings?
Three Kings. He's like a corrupt cop, but this is the time to do it. Now, my only worry is
Three Kings.
Three Kings.
Street Kings.
Street Kings. Street Kings. That's what it is. Yes. My only problem here is
Boom.
that are we stretching out the Keanu-sance? Should we be selling high here? Like, by the time this comes out, probably like 24, 25, 2024, 25, is it going to be over? Are we going to be sick of it? Do people really want to see Constantine again? A movie where me and you haven't even seen. And I'll say I like Constantine as a DC superhero. If you ever watch DC on HBO Max, the animated movies and the Constantine focused ones, Justice League Dark or any of those, great character. The charisma, personality, basically a Doctor Strange, but a bad boy, detective, English, a womanizer, great character to make a movie out of. And Keanu to come back and is older now, it's odd, but you know what? Let's try for it. But are we just too high? Are we selling high here? Are we asking too much? I don't know.
I'm selling this as much as I want to buy it. You know, I love Keanu. I love this resurgence he's had, but how much do we actually care about a 2005 movie, Constantine? We're superhero fans here. We're DC fans too. We want them to succeed. But the fact that we haven't seen this movie and we haven't put it as a point of emphasis, and it comes out the same year as Batman Begins to start off the Nolan trilogy, like, I understand. I think this is also a strategic move. We know who's been trying to get Keanu Reeves in their franchise for years now, Marvel Cinematic Universe. Okay, this is an opportunity for DC, right? Maybe you can't get Keanu back in a different role for the DCEU. The multiverse is going to be opened up with the upcoming Flash movie, if indeed it comes out. I just don't know if it's going to be successful. It seems more strategic than a good idea. Like, you got the guy who directed the 2005 Constantine movie coming to direct a sequel for a 2022 Constantine movie in this age of superheroes. I'm not necessarily buying it. Seems like I looked at the reaction on Twitter. A lot of fans that don't love the idea because they didn't think Keanu, right, did the character justice back in 2005. And I think like a big part is the look of Constantine with the trench coat, the blonde hair from the comic books and the animated movies, and even the like DC TV shows that have come up as of recent. I think there was also a Constantine TV show already on cable. Am I right about that?
Maybe it was mashed up in one of those CW shows like Arrow.
I can't keep track. I just see a picture of the same guy who looks exactly like John Constantine. And like Keanu, like I'm also selling because like he can't wear the beard here. He can't wear the long hair. Like that's not the character, right? He's got to look like he did in '05. You can't be pulling, right? Like a Matrix Resurrections and just make him look like John Wick here. I'm selling. How about you?
I'm selling, but I will watch. And by the way, you are right. The TV series, it was one season long, and it looks horrendous.
The
I'm
guy
looking
looks
at like
like him though, right? If we did
he
a side
does,
by
he
side.
does, he does, but it looks like a CW for sure. It was on NBC Friday nights. Yeah. Oh yeah, it looks like a CW show. That means I'm out. You know me. I'm out. I also want to make a comment on the John JJ Abrams
Oh yeah,
show.
100%.
If HBO doesn't want it, obviously, clearly, you know who's coming for it. Who swipes up all the superhero TV shows that aren't good enough? It's Netflix,
No.
baby.
Oh, you think so? I think they're
Think
getting
about
Cape
it.
Crusader. I think they're getting Cape Crusader.
But I trust Bruce Timm. I trust Cape Crusader. The visuals won't be the
Oh,
same,
I'm
but
buying low on Cape Crusader,
yeah,
bro.
that's a buy low, I would say. But the Bad Robot, it's a hold. You're holding. I don't
Mm-hmm.
trust it. I really don't. If HBO doesn't want it, that's focusing on quality. They just sacrificed $100 million of back row just to say because it sucks and they wanted a tax write off. Then yeah, no, I don't trust it yet. Not good enough for me. And last thing, box office number. Do you know how much you could guess either domestic or worldwide how much Constantine made at the box office?
I'm gonna guess $90 million.
Worldwide or domestic?
Oh, domestic, 90 mil.
Made 75 million. And domestically, 30th in 2005. 2005 was a banger of a year. Like Revenge of the Sith, War of the Worlds, like a lot of good movies came out that year for the movie
Batman
theaters.
Begins.
30th, that's actually not terrible, like looking at the list. So there's definitely a market for this. And there's definitely a way they can make a lot of money.
It's
Not
Keanu
just with
Reeves.
Keanu, not just Keanu, but just like the actual like DC Warner Brothers backing it. This could be like actually yeah, exactly. You're looking at the screen here. The combination of everything, it's just money.
In the connectivity, man. Like you can have Keanu Reeves a part of the DCEU after this movie with the multiverse.
And
You know?
and sorry, I have one last thing. So you've never seen this, but do you know the cast of this movie, 2005 version?
Is Carrie Ann Moss also in this movie?
Close. So
wait. If it's close, like, are we talking about the girl Mila Jovovich? Like, I always confuse those two. That'd be my next guess.
no,
Resident Evil.
this person looks like them a little bit if she had short hair.
Sandra Bullock.
No, crazy. Rachel Weisz.
Well, like, oh, I was saying Sandra Bullock. She's in that other Keanu movie, right? With the house. No, not Speed. The one with the house, right? The Lake House, I think it's called.
God, Keanu's done a lot of movies, man. It's not Nick Cage territory, but it's up there. No, but dude, like this show. So I was for the whatever we're doing later, the top
Right,
billing.
it is the Lake House. It's a film.
The top billing later for like movies we've never seen, but like we put off. I saw Constantine. I was looking through the streaming services and like seeing like, oh, what have I been putting off watching here for the first time? And like Constantine's one, and like the cover photo. You know how the cover photo on Netflix sometimes they don't like put like the actual protagonist. They like put like a side character. So I saw Tilda Swinton in like Wings on the Constantine cover. And I'm like, Tilda Swinton's in Constantine. So I was like, who else is in this movie? And I'm like, okay, Rachel Weisz. Demon Hansu, you know, Gladiator, the black guy Gladiator. Yeah. I'm like, classic. And then this name, my jaw almost hit the floor. Shia LaBeouf.
Wow.
Constantine.
I think he'd be kind of a good Constantine for that show. I think he'd kind of be a good character to play. He's kind of like sarcastic and kind of have like an edge to him. Like it seems like he would do well, although he's like semi-canceled at this point.
Yeah, right. But I was just shocked looking at the cast list of Constantine, saying,
and
I've really been putting this off, huh?
Francis Lawrence, you know what he directed?
He's done like I Am Legend, The Hunger Games.
He's done all like the Hunger Game movies.
Yes, I like it. Like maybe like this experience afterwards, after Constantine has helped him. Now I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Yeah. He knows how to make a movie for the movie theaters, though. He knows how to make box office and put put asses in seats. So I will be one of those asses in the movie theater seat.
Ricky's ass in the seat.
After watching
the
Thursday Night
drive-in's
Football.
ass, not America's ass, but the drive-in's ass. I do want to say J.J. Abrams just taking L's, dude, left and right. Ever since he came back to the Star Wars franchise to fix like the mess of Return of the Jedi into Rise of Skywalker, like he signed this huge deal with DC. How many projects has he made for DC? 0. How about 2 of them that probably were the most anticipated? They've been moved outside of HBO Max now, and they're probably going to either Netflix, Hulu, or some other streaming service. That, like, if we're talking about stock, J.J. Abrams stock, like if you were looking at Star Trek and then you did Star Trek Into Darkness, and we're looking at Super 8 was him too, right? So Super 8,
yeah,
Force Awakens, like he would have like bought everything in the early 2010s, like mid 2010s. Now it's you can't, like, no one wants to touch this guy. I feel like it's a kind of backlash from Star Wars. No,
I was gonna ask you, did you know the last movie he directed, not produced but directed?
I was gonna say probably Star Wars.
Yeah, Force Awakens, 2017.
No, Rise of Skywalker, right?
Oh, right. Okay, but that was like weird because like he wasn't supposed to do that. But
yeah.
I like the real last movie he's done, his like true vision and everything was 2015, and this producing gig, he was a big producer on Lost. I know that, and a bunch of other great shows back in the heyday or in the 2000s. But it's like, hey, buddy, you haven't done anything in a while, but you're involved in like 1,000 projects. I know we've talked about him before, and I've talked about how his IMDb page is just littered with at least 20 projects that he's touching that are in pre-production, post-production, announced, whatever. He has his hands in too many things. I think he just needs to get back to basics maybe and just focus on 1 to 2 projects, whether it's this Constantine project. He kind of lost his way with DC. Is he still touching Satana? I don't even know. That's another DC
That's probably
project.
In the works, yeah.
Like,
it's been rumored.
It's absolutely preposterous how many things he's touching, and let alone is he gonna direct a movie ever again? I don't even know.
It's just interesting how he's gone to Bad Robot when they were producing movies, and now all of a sudden we're just sticking to DC TV shows. He was the guy you tap if you're starting a franchise, want to continue a franchise, whether it's Star Trek, right, into Star Wars. It just seemed like he couldn't do wrong, but now it seems like he's got to get his feet under him again. He's doing like low key, like lesser known DC characters. It's almost like James Gunn, but with an edge. What he's trying to do, I just I don't think he's going down the right path right now, and like this is just another L. Just they keep stacking up.
Yeah, his stock is low.